it's about 3 kilometers on a pretty busy 100k/h road coming out of Portland, and then we turn off and we're going to go up through the Turon Valley. Should be epic. So, for the ladies and gentlemen out here, would you like to introduce who you are?
I am Rumpelstiltskin.
This is Rumpelstiltskin, more commonly known as Jack. This is my baby boy. So, what's the bike I've got? Well, you've seen it in my last video. It's a Canyon Grand Canyon 9. Pretty much the same setup as you've seen before. The big difference is there's no tent on the front, and we're carrying a biblical amount of food. The first 3 days of this bike ride, I'm not expecting to have very much food resupply at all. So they're basically Radix dehydrated meals that we've got for dinner tonight, breakfast tomorrow, lunch tomorrow, dinner the following night, and breakfast the day after. So what bicycle is Rumpelstiltskin cycling? He is cycling a Giant Trance 2 2019, to which we have added an extra bottle below the normal bottle cage. We've got a saddle bag, a front bag, top bag, and another water. Lots of water for this trip. We're going to fairly remote areas, and there's certainly 40-50 k's between water stops. That's Jack pushing my bike up the hill. He's already pushed his bike up the hill. So yeah, here we are. I'm sat beside the edge of the track again, because
Halfway through day one.
We left from Portland at 11. It's now
3:30.
3:30. So we've been going for 4.5 hours, and we have covered 16 kilometers. So it is brutal coming through here. It would be brutal in a big, tough four-wheel drive. On a bike, there's bits I should have videoed them. I think Jack has actually videoed some of this stuff. But it's just so hard.
You couldn't ride up it. I'd love to meet the guy that says he can. Like, you're a liar.
I have been absolutely flogged. So we're going through the decision as to whether we can do 5 days of this, or whether we spend 5 days touring around the area in our four-wheel drive car and doing some selective bike rides. And I think we are saying that's what we're going to be doing. But we'll let you know in the morning.
We just crossed that, swear.
And we didn't get our feet wet, I promise. Or no wetter than they already are. At last, a bit of beauty and civility rather than something just completely kicking our asses, which it's been doing all day today so far. This is beautiful here. We bought separate shoes to come through these river crossings, but it's been so wet today. We're absolutely soaked. it's not even worth changing our shoes. Another hill, but epic views, beautiful countryside. We made it out! No, we've done it. We've just popped out of the Upper Turon Road, and we're now on Castlereagh Highway, heading down into Capertee. What a tough day.
Oh my god.
So last night we stayed at the Capertee Royal Hotel. They're generally not open on Tuesdays and Wednesdays, but we'd already pre-booked it, and somehow their booking system managed to let us stay. So we had the place entirely to ourselves. There's no staff here, there's nothing here. They just, they'd organised to let us in through one of the back doors. There were keys that were available for us, went up to the rooms, and it was great because we were so tired last night that, yeah, we didn't even want to speak to anybody. It took me 45 minutes in my room trying to work out how to recharge my phone. I hadn't turned the adapter on the wall. 45 minutes it took. So tired.
Well, the decision's been made. We're going to cycle down to Portland, go and collect the car, and then drive up to Sofala rather than taking the Upper Turon Road by bike. I think we gave ourselves a bit of a scare yesterday with it taking so long to do the 30 kilometres, and if it went at the same speed, I don't think it would, but if it went at the same speed on the 45, we could be 10 hours or more, which is just too much for an old bugger like me. So not a great deal of filming coming down the Castlereagh Highway, mostly because there are big trucks and they've got to get down there, so they're coming down at 100, and when they're going past you it is scary close. But we've now turned off. We're at Cullenbullen. We've got 10 kilometres to go through back to Portland. Luckily for us, we've found the local fire service, and of course what they've got is plenty of water, so we've been able to refill the bottles. And now it's 10k's and then we're done for the day. Don't know if the GoPro is going to pick it up, but that's a pretty angry sky again. I hope you can hear that rumbling of thunder. Question is, do we reach Portland before it reaches us, this storm? Only time will tell. And the answer is the rain arrived before Portland, so we're now starting to get officially wet again. So this is what 3 mil of rain in an hour, that's the forecast, looks like. Luckily we've just finished cycling because I'm now getting very cold and very wet.
catch her.
Behind the trees there, they're all old gold mine diggings.
Psycho fucking gold pandas acting like they don't live out here. Got a fair lick on it. This is way better than day 1 and 2. Well, after 2 days of rain, we're now out in Turon Valley, and we're down by this is the Turon River that's right here, and it is lovely, so peaceful, and you know, it's still grey, but I don't think it's going to rain today, so yeah, happy days. It's this is what we've come for.
The original plan when we left from Portland a few days ago was that we would cycle up to Cape Tea, along the Upper Turon Road to Sofala. Sofala we would then go on the road up to Hill End where we are now, and then Hill End we would go down the bridle track into Bathurst. We've now got our car up here as well, so we can't drive and cycle at the same time. It's just not physically possible. So what we're going to do is we're going to transfer today down to Bathurst and see what we can find to cycle down there, and cycling the bridle track will have to occur another day.
Here we are, this is what we're going to do. We're going to have a go at the Mount Panorama race circuit and see who can come down the Conrod Straight the fastest. There's a policeman halfway up there, so if we go too fast, we're going to get a ticket.
Mount Panorama is home to the legendary Bathurst 1000, where V8 supercars race for 1,000 kilometres around this track. It has a fearsome mountain as part of its circuit. We will start at the top of the mountain and drop through the legendary S's switchback and on to the Conrod Straight. Alright.
That's not him. Oh, it is.
Yeah, we have the interest of the police.
Did I? Thank you. Yep. Fair link.
All the rain and all the drama, I couldn't get it into top gear, so I can only go up to about 10th, so I was spinning out coming down the hill. But you have to adjust the gears, do it again.
You don't need to pedal, yeah.
From the beginning of day one, this trip was never going to be the same as others. We got battered on the hills on day one and almost drowned in the rains on day two. But we got in some decent riding on day 3 and then showed the local rev heads how to tackle the fearsome Mount Panorama on day 4. It was a trip of great highs and some tricky lows, but as they say, life isn't about waiting for the storm to pass, but learning to dance in the rain. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on my next adventure.